Hey, what's up guys? I'll try to make this video quick. Just going over these couple of Firecat F7s I've got for sale here in central Maine. Trying to sell them as a package. I've got 2 sleds and trailer and a ton of extra parts. I had 5 of these things last year and I've sold off 3 of them so far, and just so happens the best 2 are the last 2 that are left. Haven't really posted these ones for sale much until a few days ago. So what I've got is the guy on your left is 05 Joker Edition F7. That one's got some few mods to it, nothing too crazy. And the one on the right's 06, which is the last year, the F7, and that's a R model. It's a F7R, so that's got chain case with reverse. Start off with this guy, I guess, the Joker. Body's in good shape. No big cracks, no cracks, no rips in the seat. You know, it's a nice straight sled. Track's in good shape, it's picked. And the stuff that's done to it is, I put the Fox floats on it. It's got a D&D Y pipe. D&D Y pipe and mid pipe with a stock hand, so it's a little more tingy than the stock one, but it's not, you know, not super brap loud. And I got a little leak there just on that exhaust gasket, and I've got on that donut gasket, and I've got a handful of those in the garage, brand new ones. So I'll slap one of those on there. It's got the fuel pressure reducer, the big air intake. It's got Speedworks clutching on it. I can see in there, but so Speedworks clutch setup. So that belt's kind of funky on there because the D&D pipe sits a little bit lower to the guard than the stock pipe, so I had to take that off and just kind of mount that with some zip ties over to the side, just because didn't want to be stuck without an extra belt. So yeah, that's that one. It's a pretty clean sled. Obviously the Joker edition there's a little more sought after, but it's kind of a cool graphic setup and stuff on it. And it runs good, it goes good. It's got the low windshield on it. It does have a temp gauge and a tether. I'll fire this one up. So this one had about 3,500 miles on it as of last year, and the gauge shit the bed. So I put that gauge on it. I think it's got 6,000 or 7,000 miles on there. I'm not accurate, but as everybody knows, anybody can switch a cluster out. So yeah, so that's that one. It's pretty clean. It's 05 diamond drive. I have a ton of spare parts for these things. I've got a spare diamond drive and drive shaft, and jack shaft, and all that stuff for this one. Oh, sorry, not jack shaft, but a spare drive shaft and diamond drive setup. This one here is 06, and it's the R model, so it has reverse. So this one has a chain case. This one's super clean. It's got 3,000 miles on it. It's pretty much stock. I reached out to D&D and bought a clutch kit for it a couple years ago. And it's got a D&D Y pipe on it. That's all I've done to this one. It runs good, it goes good, it's super reliable. Reverse, everything works. You know, nice and smooth on it. No issues with this one. I'll fire this one up. Alright, so that's the sled, so we'll scoot over and... Actually, we'll just scoot over, we'll look at the trailer real quick. It's not much, it's an old Snow Pro trailer. It's in decent shape though. Keeps them dry, keeps them clean going down the road. so I don't have to haul the big trailer. Hasn't been on the road for, I don't know, I didn't haul it at all last year because I used this trailer. Just use that to store them in. But I did put new tires on it. I don't know, the end of the year before that. Probably only have 500 miles on them. But should probably, you know, be gone over whatever, check the bearings and stuff. I don't plan on doing it. So yeah, and I'll give you a quick rundown of the parts. I'll sneak in the garage here. So down back in my barn, I've got 2 tracks. I've got a set of one track's a Snow Pro track in real good shape, and then one of the tracks is also a 1 3/4 inch, but it's a little longer. I can't remember the measurement, but I've got the extensions for the skid, so that you could, you know, put a little bit longer track on. I think it's 136 if I remember right. But I pulled that off another Firecat. In here, I've got a ton of shit. I've got cans, cylinders. There's a bunch of motor parts in here. Basically, nuts and bolts from sleds that I've parted out. I've got gasket kits, power valves, you know, exhaust springs. I mean, all kinds of just random little shit. Donut gaskets, plugs, wide pipes, belts, set of V-Force reeds. I don't know if that's them. I don't know. Those might be stock ones. What's that? More belts and crap. Clutches. I've got some spare idler wheels. That's that spare diamond drive that in the shaft for that. Front end parts. I got a boondocker that came with one of them. A couple cylinders in there. Recoils. I mean, all kinds of parts. Clutches. That's Bikeman setup that was off a diamond drive, and then your other clutches, a couple 6 bolts, one over there. I've got 2 good bottom ends here that were running sleds when I pulled them apart, and then that's pretty much it for here. That's a Bikeman or a Speedworks pipe up there, but it's actually it was in a sled that was in an accident. It's got some cracks in it. I'm sure it could be gas welded up if somebody really wanted to spend the time and do it. A couple aftermarket cans. I think I've got 1 stock can around here somewhere. I mean, I've got front end parts. I got a whole front end down back that's literally just unbolted off the sled. It's all the everything, all the A-arms, the spindles, the, you know, the shocks, everything. And then I've got, what else is down there? I've got a spare hood down there. I've got 2 tunnels that might be a couple good belly pans. There's a fucking ton of parts. I'm not going to trudge down there and show them all to you because it doesn't really matter. But yeah, if anybody's interested, I'm asking $8 grand for the whole package. You know, these sleds in this condition, they go for pretty good money. You know, it's hard to find the F7s that aren't beat to shit nowadays. You can find them for a couple grand, but usually they're pretty spanked. So yeah, I'm in Central Maine. I usually just post these videos for you know, when I post stuff for sale, I'll just say, you know, if you're interested, ask me for the link, and I'll send you the video. So I'll post this on YouTube, and then that's what we'll have. If anybody's interested, I'll send them the link. That way you can kind of check them out. Just pulled these things out of the trailer literally today. You know, they don't have fresh plugs in them. They don't, you know, they basically were just fogged real quick and stored. You know, that was it. So, but I mean, they both fired right up. 2-3 pulls, and yeah, I think they're pretty much ready to go. Give them a grease real quick and be ready to hit the trails. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching.